What a great way to start our Veterans Day today, and we're going to continue with that spirit and introduce you to Grace After Fire. It provides support for women veterans of the United States military who are returning from active duty so they can re-engage as mothers, wives, and daughters in civilian life. And this is Colonel Kim Olson. She's the president and CEO of Grace After Fire, and she brought along with her another veteran, and that's Kelly Current. Hi, good morning to you both ladies.
Good morning.
I love the expression on your face. You both just were, wow, when you saw this segment. You know how moving and how important that award is.
Oh, yes.
And recognition. Okay, Kim, let's start with you, Colonel Olson. Let's talk about Grace After Fire and the services you provide to these young women.
Well, Carrie, Grace After Fire is a nonprofit that helps women vets help themselves. We do it 3 ways. One, we have an online system, our graceafterfire.org. We have a 1-800 number that you can go to. And then we have what I like to call boots or heels on the ground with women out all throughout Texas and in Houston and San Antonio and in Dallas-Fort Worth area.
That's so great. Okay, and tell us about some of the battles and struggles these women are facing when they do come back and acclimate to civilian life. What's most needed?
Well, no one goes to war and comes back the same. War brings out the best of humanity and the worst of humanity, and our women experience trauma just like our men do. And sometimes it's difficult for them to reintegrate from the military back into civilian lives. We ask them to put their emotions in check, go to war, do our nation's bidding, and then we want them to come home and in a minute change to be mothers and daughters and wives again, and that can be a very difficult journey for some of them.
Those roles are hard enough without even putting into the equation going into active duty. So, Kelly Current, I want to tell your story. You enlisted right after September 11th, is that right?
That's correct.
And tell me about your journey.
Oh my gosh, it's been so quick. It's like fly by the seat of my pants. I enlisted right after September 11th, like you said, and I just feel like I was so scared at the time and didn't know what to do, and I thought, if I do this, I'm going to make a difference and help my country. And afterwards, just like Colonel Olson said, you have to keep your emotions in check and fight, and you come back and you're just like, who am I, and what do I want to do, and what am I good at? And it's a whole nother world.
You were in Korea and Iraq, is that right? You were
correct.
Stationed overseas? Okay, so you came back, and how did you become on the radar of Grace After Fire? What were your immediate needs?
I was about to have a baby. So they were holding a workshop, and just with the local community members, and I went to the workshop, and my heart was just immediately warmed by them bringing together all these community members wanting to help, and we can do this for you. And you know, obviously you have to do a little bit for yourself. You have to get up and say, hey, I need this, or can you help me with this? But like I said, my heart was just, it was just so warm.
I know you I understand not only do you give resources, but sometimes you're giving them Christmas presents for their kids. I mean, you're really getting intimately involved with all of these families.
Yes, we become sort of their extended family. And what we know, and I think Kelly will attest to this, is veterans can help other veterans, and women reach out and should help other women. And I think that's her message is so positive, that vets bring other vets to the table.
I know that your husband and your beautiful 11-month-old daughter are in studio right over there. Oh, so sweet that they came and escorted you today. Well, I have a little bit of a surprise for you too, Kelly. I told your story to the Four Seasons Resort out in Las Colinas. I see the shock look on her face right now. It's a good surprise, I promise. Okay. They also wanted to give you a thank you for your hard work and dedication to your country, and obviously lending your voice to Grace After Fire. So they are giving you and your husband a two-night stay, a weekend stay at the Four Seasons in Las Colinas. They're giving you dinner for 2 at the cafe on the Green, and also a spa day the next day with you for facials, massages, everything.
Oh my gosh.
So you guys will enjoy. Bring the baby if you want. It's actually a great place for kids too. But enjoy that weekend, and on behalf of GMT and the Four Seasons for doing all that you've done for our country. And always good to see you, Colonel Olson.
Good to see you. Thank you for having us on this morning.
Happy Veterans Day to you both.
Thank you.
Okay, for more Happy Veterans Day, and for more details about the organization, log on to graceafterfire.org. Okay, up next, North Texas is boasting a brand new chef star. Up next on GMT, we're making award-winning hush puppies. That's next. Stay right there.